What is going on, life fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast. It's your fucking boy, Brian Mark, and I'm not joined by my midget business partner today because he is going to do a boxing match and he's going to fuck someone up this weekend. He's got his boxing gloves on. He's getting ready for his first fight. I'm super excited. So even though Cole's a midget, we're all cheering him on because he's going to knock a tall dude like me out. It's going to be exciting. Before we get into today's podcast, if you're listening to this and you're my client, I got something special for you. So if you're watching this on Podchats, we got these special OG tees, all right? These are called the I'm the motherfucking one tees. Cole and I got these made literally because some of the people in our academy are fucking gangsters and some of you guys are the fucking ones. These are like, they're high quality. They're not one of those t-shirts that you just print on Printify. They're like literally high quality. We custom ordered them. We've got 100 t-shirts and you guys might be asking yourselves, Brian Mark, how the fuck do I get a t-shirt? I'm so glad you asked. We're doing a Black Friday promo right now, you guys. And so if you guys renew in the academy for 6 or 12 months, we're giving you options for 6 or 12 months. Anybody that renews today, this is for the 10K Mastermind, and the academy is going to get shipped one of these t-shirts. And my man fucking Justin Klein just renewed. Justin, what's up? Fist bump. So fucking excited in the mastermind again. It's going to be lit. And yeah, cool. So if you guys want access to these fucking t-shirts, then DM me renewal discount on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll tell you guys about the special. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun today. Shall we bring on our first guest, Mrs. Melanie Wirt? What's up? Hello.
Hey, I have a question in regards to Black Friday. So I'm going to be offering 40% off because I've raised my prices for new clients.
Yep.
I was just kind of wanting to pick your brain and see what you think about like some sort of offer for my clients that are already in, but they're on such a low price from before I came into the CLA. And yeah, so some are on 400, some are on 590.
So they're on 400 for how long?
12 weeks.
Oh my gosh, that is quite the discount. What are you charging right now?
I've bumped my price up to $750 USD.
And were they paying 400 USD before, or were they paying 400 New Zealand dollars?
New Zealand dollars.
Fine. Okay. Well, how many clients is there?
I've got about 20 clients and they're all on different prices.
How many clients are on the 400? Do you know?
Probably about 4 or 5.
Okay. So we're talking about Black Friday. I want to make this answer contextual to everybody so everybody gets value. When you guys have different clients on different price points, obviously, like when you offer some sort of extension, they're going to assume that the extension is off of their current price point. So they're going to assume that, they get a discount from on the 400. So what I would do is I would reach out to them individually, Melanie, and I would say something like, yo, Brian, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to check in how you enjoying the program so far, ? And they're going to be like, I love it. Your program's amazing. You're the best coach ever. And I love your beard. And you're like, cool. Did you hear about our Black Friday promo? And they'll be like, what's that? And you're like, well, and this is where I'd send a video. And they'd be like, well, because I've gotten really busy, I've actually increased my prices to, $750 US for 12 weeks, but you are a loyal client and I would love to continue to have you on board. And so what I'd be willing to do is I'd love to renew you for another 12 weeks. And I'm obviously not going to charge you $750, but I'd love to charge you $400, which basically means that you're going to save a total of 30% off of my current rates. And I'd love to work with you for another 12 weeks. Is that fair? So okay. Send them a message. And then when you send somebody a message, you guys, everybody write this in the chat. Your first goal is to get them to engage back with you. So in my opinion, you don't want to send a client a message and be like, Simone, ! I got a Black Friday discount. It's 30% off for $3,500. You want in? They'll be like, fucking no, thank you. They're just going to think you want their money. So you want to send your clients a message. Goal number 1 is to get them to engage back with you, right? Once they engage back with you, then you can make them an offer. Make sense?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to check in with you, seeing how you're enjoying the program. They're going to be like, I love it. It's so awesome. You're like, great. Did you hear about the Black Friday promo? They're like, what's that? And then you can make the offer.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Thank you for that.
You can also I don't think that if you only got 4 clients that are on the new offer, I wouldn't necessarily post it in your Facebook group. You might send out a message on Trainerize. Another option that you guys can do if you guys want to sign some clients for Black Friday and you want to get some paid in fulls. I will let you know that if you do this, you should do it for only 2 or 3 or 4 people max, because you don't want to completely screw your recurring. Like if you have 20 clients as an example, Mel, and all of them take Black Friday promo, then your recurring goes down to 0. And you're like, I made $10,000 this month. And then like December, you're like, holy fuck, I have $0 recurring. And then you're stressing. So you can send out a message to your clients on Trainerize, and it could say something like, obviously you can customize their name. Hey name, ! Hope you're having a great day. I don't know if you're interested, ... But in the spirit of being Black Friday, I'm currently offering, 25 to 40% off program extensions, and I'd love to continue working with you. If you're interested, reply back with 40% off and I'll get you the details.
Okay, cool.
Right? And then anybody replies back, obviously you're going to get them to engage, and then you're going to give them some details on the promo. And if you're going to do like 25 to 40% off, it would be based on the program extensions. So if they do 6 months, you give them 25%. And then if they do 12 months, you give them 40%. And your goal is obviously to get 12-month paid in fulls, because if you can get 12-month paid in fulls, then, it's good for cash flow. It's good for your business.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Helpful?
Yep. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Good day, Christopher Walsh. How are you, sir?
I'm good. You?
Having the best day of my life, bro. I'm drinking some coffee. Life's good.
Right. So I have two questions, but the first question is, do you guys you and Brian or you and Cole do, not Podchats, but content audits every week? Super pumped for yesterday, but then I was like, shit, there's nothing going on. I never got like the 24-hour heads up.
I don't have an answer to that. Cole does content audits. I wish I had an answer to that. Do you and Brian, because you said do you and Brian, I was like, let me check with Brian, but I will check with my midget best friend and get back to you.
Cool. So my biggest thing is kind of going back to what you're just discussing about the price increase. Yep. I am actually thinking, like last night I was going through my thing and I kind of broke it down to like 20 month a month, 10 paid in fulls, and then even start involving 1-year contracts. So as right now I only do 16 weeks.
Yep.
But I'm thinking about doing a price reduction due to not getting too many engagements, or even just like a lot of people saying they don't have the money. And I kind of watch like the price objections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I did start out at $250 and then $215 for like my high ticket and low ticket to keep it pretty close to each other to where it should just be a high ticket. And then I went to like $250, $275, $300, $325. But I felt like as soon as I hit like $325, my programs have kind of dropped, as in not getting new buys and nothing like that. So I was curious, should I try to go back down and kind of start back at square one just to get more leads coming in and more testimonials, client transformations, stuff like that? Because I kind of ran and burned through all my previous testimonials, transformations. So it's kind of just like repeat, and I don't want to like keep showing the same shit or no transformations.
I love it. There's probably 3 things that I want to address with this, but we're going to go
for it.
I want to address how much should I charge? And then I want to address the testimonials thing. So there's 2 things, and then I might have something else, but I heard 3, but I'm going to start there. How much should I charge? So those of you guys that are wondering how much you should charge. So my first piece of advice would be, first things first, is like never decrease your price on your clients ever. Like you never want to be like, hey, I was charging you this and now I'm going to charge you this. Don't do that. So that's the first thing for all your clients. Now, let's say, Chris, like you had a client that like was going to drop off the program and they fucking love you and they like want to work with you, but they're just like, bro, I can't do the 325 this month. And like, I might do something to just keep them on board. That's just like, if I have one client in a one-off situation, that might happen. So that's just like, if clients, if there's ever want to decrease your current rates to your clients and be like, hey guys, I was charging you all 325 and now I'm going to charge you 250 because instantly you just make less money. So I just want to address that first. Second thing is, the second question was like, so you started out charging $250 a month, and then you started charging $275, then you started charging $300 because you were playing the incremental price increase game, right?
Yeah.
And the incremental price increase game states you want to incrementally increase your prices to a point that you're confident in selling them.
Yeah.
That's the key point, is the confidence in selling it. Because it sounds to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you were like really, really good at selling that 275 to 300. But once we started getting up to that 325 range, it was kind of like, people, that's where people started hesitating.
Yeah.
So go back to 275 or 300, and I'll tell you why, because you're confident selling it.
Yeah.
And I can hear it in your language. I can hear it in your tonality. Like that's where I know that you're going to thrive, is at 275 to 300. That doesn't mean you need to stay there forever.
Yeah, exactly.
What's going to happen is like, I've done that as well, where like I increased my prices and I was an online coach. And then I actually didn't feel good past a certain point. Like the most I ever wanted to charge clients when I was an online trainer was like 300, 350 a month. And then when I started getting over that, like the only time I ever started charging more than that was when I didn't want to online coach anymore. And I would charge I'd be like, it's $2,000 for 12 weeks. And I only did that because I didn't want to fucking coach anyone. And then people would started paying it. And I was like, okay, like if you guys want to pay $2,000 for 12 weeks, I'll coach you. But you want to go to like the level that you feel the most comfortable and most confident at. So 275 to 300, do it. That's the second thing. Guys, Mr. Spuff is now on my podcast. That's great. All right, cool. Third thing is testimonials. You guys can reuse the same fucking testimonials every week. One of my best clients, his name is Maverick Willett. he's not my client anymore, but now he's making like $200,000 a month. He's crushing it. He had this series where every single Monday he would just repost his best client transformations every fucking week. Why? Because you helped him get all those insane results. I probably posted Miranda Chris' testimony like 4 or 5 or 6 times. Doesn't matter, because when people come into your audience, they're not going to necessarily know. Now, if you don't like posting the same testimonials, Chris, what you can do is you can post progress updates. So you can be like, this is my client, Sarah, and you can just keep people updated on her progress. As you guys know, I'm working with Sarah. This is her progress since our last check, and she's absolutely crushing it. And show the before and then the current, right? So there's a bunch of different ways to do that. Another example is, let's say you have Sarah's testimonial photo, Chris, then you can ask Sarah for a testimonial video. And you could be like, yo, Sarah, quick question. Do you enjoy working with me? And she should say yes if you're a great coach. And you're like, that's great. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind filming me a short 60 to 90 second testimonial. It doesn't have to be long or professional or anything like that. Just answering 3 main questions. Number 1, what was your biggest hesitation working with me? Number 2, what are the specific results that we've gotten together? And number 3, would you recommend me as a coach to other people?
Okay.
Now you've got 20 clients. If you've already got the testimonial photos, then go get 20 testimonial videos. If you're posting social proof 2 to 3 times a week, now you've got content for the next 2 to 3 months, right?
Okay. So what if we only have 6 clients? Because that's where I'm currently at, but like all of them but 2 have done paid in fulls, because they always jumped on, whether their contract ended or their agreement ended in like 2 months, they always jump on and renew with like a paid in full with like a 25 or 30% off deal that I have. I was like, I'll extend that as long as you buy now. So like my reoccurring is only 2 clients at $235 for my lower ticket ones. So it's only really $500 I'm coming in with.
Yeah.
So, but I want to
that's stressful.
Reduce my pricing. So I'm like,
but you're not like reducing your pricing. Like you're selling at a level you're confident at. I want to change your perspective.
Okay.
For you, like you're making it sound like a shitty thing. I think it's a good thing because you're going to sell more clients. That's number 1. Number 2 is, this is a rule of thumb for all of you. And obviously it's not going to be right away that you're going to get to this level. Everybody writes this in the chat. Your recurring should cover your base monthly expenses. So if your rent, your car, your cell phone bill, and your groceries is like $3,500 or whatever, then your recurring should cover that. That's the goal. Because if you get to that place, you're not stressed about money anymore. And obviously, like, I know that you're still building your business, and I'm happy about that. And I'm not saying don't sell paid in fulls, but until your recurring is at that level, I would be pitching the monthly as the best option, and then the recurring if they want to save a little bit of money.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I want to add one more thing because I want to make sure it's important. When's the last time you did a 14-day challenge?
I am actually running it it starts Monday, but I'm going to add everybody Friday, but I did it September to October, end of September, beginning of October.
Cool. Good. All right. You need more testimonial photos. So that's why I asked. When you're running this one, obviously you're going to sell some clients, and you're going to collect first payments for the start date of January 1st. And you're going to let them know that they're going to get December for free. Did you watch my training from yesterday?
Not yet, because I wanted to watch your 25-day fitness kind of holiday thing. So I want to go into that and then implement some of those into the 14-day challenge.
Yeah. So go watch that training. But do your 14-day challenge, collect payments for January 1st start dates, and collect them at the new $275 rate. And when you're selling $275, I want you to let them know that like this is the last time it's ever going to be this price. And if they jump on now, you'll secure this rate for as long as they stay with you.
Okay, cool.
All right, go take action.
Good. Perfect.
Go watch my training. Go watch my training.
I will.
Okay, bye. Hi, Selena.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Best day ever. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. My question is, I don't know, I'm kind of like stuck on how to word it. I haven't been on here in a long time, like talking. I've kind of been struggling with like being super supportive and being like, I don't want to say genuine about it because like I'm a very like genuine, loving person, like always want the best for everyone. But I've struggled because like I've never really had that, like I've never needed that. Like I've never needed that push to like go to the gym. I've never needed that like push to like eat healthier. I've always just like loved food, went to culinary school, like loved food, and like loved the gym since I was like 18 years old. So sometimes I like struggle with giving that, like being super genuine when I'm like supporting people, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Give me a specific example. I need more context.
I guess like maybe when a client's like struggling to cook or something, or like struggling to just go to the gym, like I'm there and I'm like definitely helping. Like my clients are doing amazing. I wouldn't say like any of them are like struggling with that kind of stuff, but I guess like one of my clients every single week, it's like she's just not prioritizing herself. She's not putting herself first. And it sometimes for me, I'm like, I don't understand why. Like, it sounds so ignorant when I'm saying it out loud, but it's just like, I've never been in that position. So I'm trying to figure out how to put myself in that position.
I love this question.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm bad at explaining it.
No, I'm digging deeper. Is it okay if I dig?
Yeah. Dig.
I want more. Is it, can you like, what specifically is this client doing where she's not putting herself first?
She's busy with she lives on a farm. She's like mentally, she's not super happy. She married her husband and then they moved. She's away from all of her friends. So she just makes excuses daily. I feel like she's not being super open. I can't dig with her very much.
Mm-hmm. So what have you been saying to her?
Just been I guess okay, let's find some really good snacks for you to have. Obviously trying to prioritize meals, but also I want you to figure out snacks too, because obviously sometimes she's on the go. She's trying to bring chili and stuff in thermos, sandwiches, super bringing it down to the basic stuff for her. And then she'll do it one week and then the next she just she'll be yeah, I didn't really eat today.
Okay, so what have you been saying to her when she says I didn't really eat today?
I ask her again, okay, what can we prep? What can we get ready for you?
What do you want to say to her?
Get your shit together. Just prioritize yourself.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that you're trying to fix an internal problem? You're blaming yourself for actions that a client aren't taking, but would you take those actions if you were in her shoes?
Yeah.
What would you do?
The actions to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't do the same shit she's doing. You'd do something different. Right.
Yeah.
Why is she paying you? Because you know what to do.
Yeah.
So it's your responsibility to communicate that to her. That's that's the truth, right? As coaches, guys, all the information's online for free. And you can say that to her. Be like, yo, listen, I absolutely fucking love you. And I think you're a great person. And I think you got a lot of potential, but you got to start putting yourself first. And this, I'm not eating today. We can't fucking have that anymore. You want to know why? And then you screenshot her fucking goals and you send it to her because you told me you want to lose 20 pounds and that you're unhappy with the person you see in the mirror. So if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to keep getting the same results. And if you're cool with that, if you want to stay 20 pounds overweight, I'm okay with that. If that's what you want, but I want you to lose weight and transform and feel your fucking best. Do you want that for yourself?
Right. Yeah. I find maybe I'm just a little bit easy on her because I know she's got other mental stuff going on, but
she paid you for a reason. And I'm not saying be rude to her, but also we need to be willing to hold the mirror to people, and people need to understand the reason that people hire coaches is because coaches can coach people through things. And I think that a big, misconception that most online coaches have is that they have to be always super supportive of the client at all times. But if you came on this podcast, Selena, and you're I haven't been posting for the last 7 weeks and I have no idea why I got clients. Do you really think I'm going to be let's figure out a posting schedule? I'm get off this fucking call and go make a post. Right.
Yeah.
Cause I care about getting you results. And so I want you to write this down. Your job is to get the client the result. And sometimes that means you need to have difficult conversations with the client. I have a 3-strike rule with my clients. This is strike number 1. It's time to get your fucking shit together. These are the 3 things that I need from you next week. It's non-negotiable. I need you cooking your meals, putting yourself first, and drinking your water. Do I have your commitment on that? They say yes. Cool. They do the things. Great job. Let's do that again this week. They say yes. They do it again. Strike number 2 is when I have to remind them of doing the same thing over and over again. This is the second time I'm having the same conversation with you. Get back to work and do the thing. Strike number 3 is I'm no longer willing to spend my mental energy caring about your goals more than you do. So I have to remove you from the program. Because you're taking so much of this on yourself. You're most of my clients are crushing it, but you've got this one fucking client that's not crushing it. And then you're taking that on yourself because you want her to succeed. But instead of pointing the finger at yourself, and this is the thing, we don't want to point the finger back at them. We just want to hold up a mirror. Yo, you told me that you wanted to be successful. You told me you wanted to lose 20 pounds. You told me you wanted to have more energy. But the other side of this mirror that I'm going to hold up to you is you didn't track your fucking food. You didn't hit your workouts and you didn't eat right. So do you actually want these goals or are they just not that important to you?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not blaming or shaming. I'm not you're a bad person, but she might feel bad because nobody likes looking in the fucking mirror, but it's your job as a coach to be this is what you said you wanted. This is what you're doing. These actions don't line up. So do you want to keep doing this and getting this result or do you want to make a change?
Yeah. I've asked her why and got her to talk about it so many times. And Bray said, it's just you can tell them so many times and I keep trying. I think we're on week 15 now. So I'll talk to her and yeah.
Time to have a fucking, let's have a hard conversation with her.
Yeah.
And the way that I have hard conversations with clients, I'm super direct. So I'll just tell you to your face. But I used to, when I was more nice before I embraced my coal side, I used to say, Selena, do you mind if I coach you for a minute?
Yeah.
And then when she say yes, that's where I'd fucking deliver the bombs.
Okay.
You got the shit. You're a great coach.
Thanks.
Great coaches don't tell people what they want to hear. They tell people what they need to hear.
Okay, cool.
All
Yeah.
right. You're a boss B. I got you. You're not alone. Who else feels like that, by the way? Drop me in the chat. If you feel sometimes you've got clients that you want to help, you want them to transform. See, there's a lot of coaches in here that relate to that.
Yeah, for sure. Like as you were talking, there's people commenting and yeah.
Enjoy say something?
Something that I find like works too is like, listen, like this is a results driven program. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, like you're not putting in the work. There's some of my clients that like, honestly, they're just happy being checked in with, they're happy being held accountable. So I'm like, you told me you wanted to lose 10 pounds. What you're doing right now is not going to equal the 10-pound weight loss. I'm happy to check in with you. I'm happy to keep on top of your mindset, but I want to let you know that that goal that we set requires this. Are you willing to do this right now? That made a massive change in one of my clients. I'm like, I'm just being honest. It's been about fucking 6 weeks. Every time I look at your calendar, you're not doing the shit I say. And you seem pretty decent, like on your check-ins. So is this something that you actually want right now? Or are we more focused on something else? Like sometimes I feel like with my fitness clients, it's like, yes, we have these big goals, but sometimes they need more like help with the mindset. And so I base their check-ins more on taking care of their mindset portion of things. And then we dive into the fitness side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I actually love that because I've noticed like a lot of mindset going into like a few of my clients. And I'm like, is this normal? Like even with her, like every week, she's like, I love your support. Thank you so much. Every single week. And like, I think she's happy with what she's doing. She's just like so hard on herself at the same time too. So I am trying to work on her mindset. And like the activities and everything aren't even something that she's worried about. It seems like I'm still pushing her to do her workouts, of course. And like, she does get a few in here and there, but I think her mindset, like even when we started, was just so huge in it. And sometimes I guess I like beat myself up because I'm like, okay, well, we're not making like physical results, but do they even really need the physical at this point? Is it more the mental and like working around that? So yeah, I really appreciate that actually. That
have you ever gone through like personally, have you ever gone through a transformation yourself where it was like mostly mindset and not physical? Exactly. Oh, yeah. And that's what I realized. Like for 2 years, I didn't see any physical progress, but I was slowly transforming into this fucking brand new bitch. And so I think for you, it's like you have this expectation, you know what needs to do in order to pounds, you know, or whatever it is, right? Whatever her goal is, but she might not just be there yet. And that doesn't mean that she can't make progress in so many forms. What I will say is that like, I would really dial in on like her being hard on herself. Listen, you're really hard on yourself. Like, how can we make progress this week? One of the questions I added to my check-in forms that I think is so fucking important is what progress did you make this week? And in brackets, it's like, remember, progress isn't just a number. Like was progress that like, I went to the gym fucking once, but I didn't go to the gym at all last week. So like, what progress did I make? That will help her focus on what she is doing, not what she's not doing. And that will also lead to her being less hard on herself. The last thing I wanted to say that was so fucking important.
You're doing good. They got a bunch
I love this.
a bunch of students writing fucking notes.
Something else I've been doing is like, if someone's not hitting their workouts, I clear their calendar. I'm like, I'm not having these on there if they're not checked off. So
I like that.
Excessive under the kettlebell tab. But I know that when I look at it, it gives me anxiety that you're not doing it. And I'm sure that you look at it and you feel like a failure when you go to bed. So let's just add a habit of you're taking 5K steps a day. That's a fucking win. Let's start getting you on a winning cycle. And then we can add these workouts in. And it's so fucking funny because you take away the workouts and then I go in the next week and sure enough, they've gone into that little kettlebell tab and they've added their own workout. So it's like, meet them where they're at, understand that progress is in so many different forms outside of just physical. And as long as she's happy with the service you're giving her, you can help her in ways outside of just like workouts and weight loss.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, fit. Okay, Mark.
I just relate to that. I had something similar and I was like, man, like I want to get you what you said you wanted, but I don't know if you're there yet. And she was so grateful. And it's been a really big turning point for her and I. So
sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I'm
babe.
glad I could help. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. That was great.
I love that.
Everyone's like mic drop. So gold.
Just fucking boom. Peace.
Yeah.
There we go. If anybody wants me to tag in K Mark, you just gotta yell K Mark. Just type K in the chat and I'll tag her in more often. But she's like, oh, me? What? Cool. All right. Next up, Miss Marcy, what up?
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing really good. I know I was sharing with you that I'm like having a pretty good month.
Just hit 5K.
Yeah. And so this is the thing. This is the bottleneck in my business is me. Is like I get to this point And then for whatever reason, my foot kind of like comes off the accelerator. And then I kind of like go a step back, and then my foot goes on the gas, and I get to this point again. And then like, I'm just really having, I don't know if it's still just like belief issues, or I don't know what my issue is, but I'm just like, how do I prevent myself from taking my foot off the gas and just friggin' keep it there like every single day, every single week, every single month, and keep moving forward instead of staying in this same zone of doing, 4 or 5K a month?
You got to start asking yourself different questions. So I want everyone to pay attention to the language difference and tell me which one will keep you more motivated. How do I prevent myself from slowing down and staying stuck at 4 to 5K? So that's one language pattern. Now, the second question I can ask myself is, how do I get myself to $10,000 a month and stay there? Which one's more powerful?
The second one.
The second one. When we ask ourselves different questions, we get different answers. Can I ask you a point blank question, Marcy?
Yes.
How much money do you believe that you're worth per month?
So this was interesting. Right before this call, I was having a conversation with my brother, and he was asking me some tough questions as well, like basically about what's standing in my way and why I'm not seeing the potential in myself that he sees in me.
Pause. That's not what I asked you. I said, how much money do you believe that you're worth per month? And then you're dancing around the answer. So what's the answer?
I know. Definitely more than 10K a month.
Is that what you believe, or is that what you're just telling me because I'm on the call?
I believe it. I just don't know why I'm having a hard time, like, actually getting there.
Thank you for being vulnerable. I appreciate this. This is the breakdown comes right before the breakthrough, Marcy. You cool if we keep going? You are 100% fucking capable of making $10,000 a month. And first of all, like, the fact that you're being as vulnerable as you are on this call, fucking thank you. I appreciate it. This is like this whole fucking game, you guys. It's all mental. All of it. All of it's mental. How much do you charge for your program, Marcy, per month? Like, how much is a 12-week program?
I charge $300 a month for my program, or $1,500 for 6 months.
So if you sold 4 fucking programs in the next 8 days for paid in full, you'd be at 10K.
That's correct.
Think about how fucking simple it actually is, right? But
I know
our brains play fucking stupid ass tricks on us. Our brain's like, whoa, you made 5K. What are we doing here, Turbo? We don't make 5K per month. This feels weird. And then we start playing, like, we start fucking asking ourselves silly questions like, how do I make sure I don't slow down? How do I make sure I stay here? How do I make sure? And then this like game that we're playing with ourselves ends up distracting us from the actual actions that are going to get us to $10,000 a month. I promise you, Marcy, if you actually fucking wanted it, you can make $10,000 this month. 100% certain of it. 4 more clients. That's it. How many clients do you have right now?
I have 14 clients right now.
How many of them paid in full?
Probably my recurring is 3,000.
Okay. So if you send out a message to your clients over Trainerize right now, and you're like, hey, name, hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. I don't know if you'd be interested or not, but in the spirit of being Black Friday, I'm currently offering 25 to 40% off program renewals, and I would love to continue working with you. I'm only doing this for the next 2 ladies because frankly, I don't want to put myself out of business. So if you're interested in getting 40% off, reply to this message with the word 40% off, and I'll send you all the details. And then you're going to
get... I messaged one of my clients last night, and that's how I got a $1,200 renewal. I gave her 20% off the 6-month package, and she signed up last night. So I just need to do that again. And also I have my Black Friday promo ready to go. So I just need to sell 4 packages, and then there you go.
Can I give you another idea?
Yeah.
Instead of selling 6-month programs, sell 12-month renewals.
Well, I have 2 options for Black Friday, 30% off the 12-month and 20% off the 6-month.
So just offer them the 12-month because I'm challenging you.
Okay.
That's like, this is the way you break through limiting beliefs. You just do it. You just do it. So first things first is identifying that there's like a limiting belief there. And the reason there's a limiting belief, and this is for all of you guys, is you're asking yourselves the wrong questions. You're asking yourself, how do I not slow down? When the question you need to ask yourself is, how do I get to $10,000 a month? And the way you get to $10,000 a month is you sell 4 packages. It's actually fucking a lot easier than we make it out to be. And so the way that we destroy those limiting beliefs is we approach those comfort zones, and we get to that place that you are right now, Marcy, where like your brain is like, whoa, I'm a little bit fucking freaked out right now. I'm speaking in front of 40 people on Podchats. I don't know how I feel about this. And then your coach is like, go sell 4 fucking packages. And you're like, sir, yes, sir. And then you do it. And then you hit 10K and you're like, holy fuck, it actually wasn't that hard. Right? Kenny, yeah. Am I right or am I wrong? Bray, am I right or am I wrong? You just do it. Right. And then when you do it, you're like, oh, it's actually not as fucking hard as my brain was fucking making it out to be. Dude, you're right there.
I know. I'm going to do this.
You're going to fucking say it with some confidence. I'm going to fucking do this.
I'm going to fucking do this.
Yes.
I'm going to hit 10K this month.
Yes. I fucking love it. I love it. Instant energy shift. a big difference. So I want you to fucking go look at yourself in the mirror and be like, me and you, Marcy, we're fucking hitting 10K. Some sticky notes on your fucking computer. Who wants to fucking be Marcy's cheerleader as well? Who's going to fucking hype her up and, send her a DM and make sure that she's staying on track? Say me in the fucking chat. Miranda, got you. Pedro, fucking look, there's 5 people. We're all cheering you on. You got this shit. This is your fucking month, Marcy. It's game time. Let's go. This is fun. I like this. What's up, Quincy?
What's up, man? I'm a regular now. What's going on, Brian?
Oh, I'm all about it. How you doing?
So basically, I'm using each week to basically I'm doing the modules again. And then each week I'm just asking about where I'm at. So 2 weeks ago, I asked about onboarding. Last week was retention. This week I got a 14-day challenge going. So this would be the third one I ran. First one I thought went really well as far as engagement. And I put a lot of effort into it, but I didn't get zero sales, had like 50 people in there. But it was my first week in the program. So now I got the second one I didn't get nearly as many people, but I made some sales. Mm-hmm. So this time I was looking back at my 2 challenges and I'm like, okay, what do I think I can improve? I think I had too much shit in the challenge. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, kind of curious, because I didn't see much about it in the modules or anything. How do you, or maybe other coaches, did you like to run your challenges as far as like, did you like having daily tasks? Weekly things, like, how'd you kind of like to run your challenges to get the most engagement and get people results?
That's a great question. And we've got some really smart people on this call. And one of them has her hand up. Go ahead, Bray.
I almost asked Bray straight up. That's I just messaged Bray in the chat during this.
Okay. I love my last 14-day challenge. I made over $6,000. So for 14-day challenges, you really want to make sure that you are set up in that Facebook group. Like that Facebook group is going to be like your bread and butter in the engagement piece. And you said that you had engagement, but obviously there wasn't enough, or there wasn't that connection piece between those clients and you because you didn't make any sales. Mm-hmm. So did you have any questions in the Facebook group on a daily basis?
Yeah, I think I started off kind of strong and kind of tapered off a little bit with the questions. So probably not as good as it did.
So next time what you want to do is schedule out the content for the Facebook group before the fucking challenge even starts. Mm-hmm. So on the Saturday or the Sunday, you can schedule every single fucking post in that thing. And it can be like the sweet and salty questions like that Brian has on there. It's just something simple to like get the conversation going. Were you going live in the Facebook group?
Yeah, I like going live. So I went live like at least 3 times a week. And then I did a couple random ones.
Okay. And were you messaging the clients in the Trainerize app?
No.
Okay, so next time you can build in automated messages in the 14-day challenge. The program structure that you can do?
Yeah. I did some pre-automated ones. I don't know why I only did a few. I should have just did the whole thing. I don't know why I did.
Yeah, so do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. And then did you do check-ins with your clients?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, was about the check-ins.
Okay, what's your question?
Just in the sense of like, when we do our client check-ins, it says do at least 2 check-ins. So do we just just schedule them on the weekend after the first week?
Yeah, so you can do it different. Like everyone does their check-in process different. For me, I sent my check-ins out on Friday because that way they almost got all of their workouts done. And then on Sunday, they got a response from me. This is like this 2 weeks time period. You are fucking balls to the wall. Like Brian always says, your only focus is the 14-day challenge, nothing else. So you are working Saturday and Sunday, and then you are getting back some really nice check-in video Loom responses to your clients. And then they get that kick-started ready for next Monday. So hopefully everyone that filled out your check-in form and you gave the video response to is like already pumped again for next Monday. So that way there's less like dying off.
I like that.
And then the last thing, just making sure that those automated messages are there, because if you have 50 people that are in these challenges, that's if you're not used to that workload in regards to your clientele, you are not going to be able to keep up with those conversations. So just like do a quick one and be like, hey, and then you can enter like the first name and just say, how'd your workout go today? Like those types of things. And then boom, you don't even have to think about it.
And that's in Trainer. Yeah, I automated the messages in Facebook. I had that. So I was on it for that. And then like the daily challenge, like I had weekly challenge, like the water chug challenge, whatever it was. So I guess that was a question too, was like, do you like to have daily challenge? Because obviously people aren't going to work out 7 days a week. So how do you like to tell people like, hey, should people work out? should everyone work on the same day, or do you give them a goal for the week? How do you like to organize
I
that?
schedule out everything into the program structure. So maybe that's something that you need to figure out how to do. And I can send you a Loom recording quickly on how to do that. Maybe I can just post it in the academy for everyone. But essentially, all you have to do is just schedule out the workouts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Everyone does the same workouts. So everyone has the same expectations. And then Tuesday, Thursday, everyone gets in a 30-minute walk. And then on Saturday and Sunday, let's say I don't know, Sunday's meal prep day. Saturday, they should be going grocery shopping. All of those things should be laid out in your expectations for the 14-day challenge. I don't know if I'm talking too much. So
No, that's good. I think I had a little too much freedom with the workouts because
Yeah.
I heard, you get a lot of information when you're new in the academy. So someone was saying this, someone was saying that. So I was just like, all
This
right.
needs-
well.
this
Yeah,
needs to be fucking dummy proof.
I
This
agree.
needs to be something a bloody 15-year-old could follow, that, or a 60-year-old mom that doesn't even know how to use her phone. It should be that easy. You know what I mean?
Great. And I also think super important, by the way, podcast co-host Bray and fucking Kirsten today. What's up? Powerful women on the podcast. I like it. Making my job easier. One thing I will say, and Bray's 100% right, it needs to be dummy proof. I also think for all of you guys doing 14-day challenges, the workouts need to be, I would say, 3 to 4 times a week max.
Yeah.
3 to 4 times a week max. Why? Because if a beginner does your program and there's a 5-day week workout split, what do you think the chances are they're going to come back and fucking sign up for a program? Because if they don't feel like they can be successful in your 14-day challenge, they sure as fuck aren't going to feel like they're going to be successful in your main program. That's number one. Number two, the reason you guys need to schedule out those workouts in the calendar is because it needs to be so simple that they know exactly what to do. And if they don't know what to do in your 14-day challenge, they're probably going to think your program's confusing as well. So you need to treat it exactly like it's a client in your program. Last thing I'm going to say, because Bray touched on pretty much fucking everything, which is dope. Last thing I'm going to say is don't wait until the end of your challenge to book calls. You should be booking calls with people throughout the challenge. If somebody's a fucking super hot lead, don't be like, cool, I'll chat with you at the end of the challenge. Hopefully you're still hot. Because what happens is, let's say you've got 30 people to start your 14-day challenge. By the end of the 14-day challenge, it's just challenge theory. Everybody starts super excited. It's like New Year's, right? January 1st comes around, everyone's like, I'm going to change my fucking life. And then a week in, 50% of people are back to eating fucking Doritos and donuts and shit. So when you get people excited, when they're really amped up and they're in your DMs saying they're so excited to transform their life, get them on a fucking call. Let's have a chat about your fitness goals. And then on that call, you're like, I love that you're in the 14-day challenge. It's such a great way to kickstart your fitness journey. But you told me you got 20 pounds to lose. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. Well, the 20 pounds is going to take you about, 4 to 6 months, just being completely honest. And since you are in the 14-day challenge, what I'd like to do is obviously when you're making the pitch, I'd like to get you a discount on my offer. So, I'm going to get you a 6-month program, plus I'm going to add another 14 days and it's only going to be XYZ.
Yeah, that's fire. Thank you, Bray. Coach Bray in the house.
Boom.
All right, I appreciate it. I'm going to implement that right now.
I also love that you're coming to Podchats every week. Fucking success leaves clues, bro.
Get used to it.
There's a bunch of students that keep showing up to Podchats, and look at them. They're fucking David Getz is one of those motherfuckers. Look at him. Here we are. By the way, guys, I'm not going to end the call early, but Mike is going to be the last one. So if you're raising your hand too late, I'm here earlier. All right. But we're going to stay as long as we need to get all the students. What's up, Cindy?
Hey, I'm excited to be here, but kind of nervous because I feel like I'm all over the place. So right now I'm stuck around 10 to 15 clients for the past year because I have a toddler and it's freaking stressful. I'm with him the entire day. So right now I'm getting clients, a couple clients sign on and then a couple leave. So I'm always stuck around the same number.
Yep.
I'm super consistent with my live streams. I do 2 in my client group a week, 1 in my free group a week. And my free group on Facebook has over 400 moms.
Love that.
So that's where I'm getting most of my leads. I'm not even focusing on TikTok right now because it's too stressful. So I'm getting all my leads from usually Facebook, some on Instagram. I'm posting content each day, stories. So content-wise, I'm very consistent. It's DMs that I'm kind of leaving last minute because I do that if I have time, unless it's an active convo. And then Fridays are super busy in terms of client delivery, check-ins. So right now I'm where do I go to get more clients? Because my income's pretty low compared to what I was doing 2 years ago. And my time in the days are super limited. So, but I also want to improve my current program. So I'm where do I start? Because I'm all over the place.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you the obvious answer, but I also want to help you out. So I want to give you some context first. Do you currently track when your clients are up for renewal, or when they're up for renewal, they're just going to peace out?
I do track that in my calendar, when their last day is. And then I schedule a call with them a month before.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're good there. We don't need to, we need to check on that. So that's great. So just for everybody listening, if you want to increase your retention rates, know when your clients' programs are extending. Let's say they have a 16-week program. At the week 12 mark, you want to set a reminder in your own calendar to book a phone call with them to set up a renewal call. So good job. I'm glad you're already doing that. So we're not going to touch on that. When your clients are leaving the program, what are they saying?
Some of them are like, I can't afford it anymore, but usually I have them for 6 months and they continue month to month. So for some of them, I don't even do the renewal call. It's just month to month until they're like, something's up, like, oh, my financial stuff is blah, blah, blah. But I also have like only 6 right now who are super consistent, getting amazing results. And then a few who have ghosted me, but they're still paying. And then a few that are ending their program soon that I don't really want to renew.
Fair. Okay. I don't think you need to spend a lot of time improving your program, because if you got some students in your program that are getting amazing results, plus your renewal programs, like your renewal process is set up, I don't think that's the issue. If you want to make that process even better, I'll give you one thing that you can add to optimize that, Cindy, is track how many clients come up for renewal and then how many of those clients that you re-sign. That's called your re-sign rate. So, let's say in the next month, you've got 4 clients that were, their programs are like over, and then you only sign 2 of those clients, then that's a 50% re-sign rate. So at that point, if you wanted to improve your retention, we could start to go in and change some things, but I don't really think there's a point at changing anything until we actually know what our re-sign rate is. Once you know what your re-sign rate is, then we can go to that next step and we can be like, okay, what changes can we make to improve this re-sign rate? Because at this point, like if we made any changes, we wouldn't even know if it's good or not, right? So step number 1, if you want to improve program, is always to track the data. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's what I'm lacking.
Okay. I was like, you seem super discouraged with that answer. It's not a fun answer, but that's the truth. So that's the first thing. Second thing is I want to introduce you to a concept I call eat the frog. And you might have heard me say this before, but what I do is I take the activity that I hate doing the most and I do it the first thing in the morning. So it sounds to me like you hate doing DMs the most. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, but also I'm like, okay, I need to get my content up, my stories. That's why I leave the DMs at the end.
So the DMs is the first thing you do every day, and there's 15 of them. I want to start it super simple because I know you're a mom. I know you're busy. I know you got shit going on. 15 DMs every single day. And the DMs are super simple. Cindy, ! Thank you so much for supporting my content. I hope you're having the best day of your entire life. Like that's where you start every day, 15. And if you do this right, this will take you 10 minutes. So you can't use the I don't have time excuse. And the reason I think this is also super important for everybody to understand is sometimes we're looking for a complex answer for a simple, like when it's actually a simple solution. So you just need to send more DMs, but you need to do it in a way that doesn't fuck with your schedule. I also think it's important because you said that throughout the day, you're managing incoming DMs. Guys, if you want to book more calls, send more DMs in the morning. Somebody tell me why. Somebody.
So people respond and you can respond back.
That's what I'm fucking saying. If you send DMs in the morning, there's a very high likelihood that you'll have a call booked or 2 or 3 by the end of the day. But if you send DMs at like 2, 3, 4 p.m., by the time the clients get back to you, you're only on question 2 or question 3 in the DM script. Like you're not going to get that call booked. And then that conversation is going to roll on to the next day. That conversation cools off and the chances of you booking that call goes down. Does that make sense? So it's actually ideal for you to start every single day by sending out your DMs, because then throughout the day, you can be navigating the incoming conversations and booking phone calls. I think this is a lot simpler than you're making it out to be. I really do.
I know, because I'm so focused on content and stories first.
And that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Here's the last thing. I want to give you something tangible that you can grab onto because I think that's important. In the last 6 months, what's the most amount of clients you've ever had at once?
Just under 20.
Okay, so I want you to set the goal of 20 clients.
That's been my goal for months, actually.
Perfect. Is it on a sticky note in front of your fucking computer, wherever everywhere you see it, every day, nonstop, constantly reminding yourself?
No.
That's just important.
I'm gonna write it down.
This is it.
I'm gonna write it down.
Give me some fucking sticky notes, Cindy. Show me. It's like that. There we go. I like that. Fucking write it on a sticky note. Guys, it sounds so simple. My vision board's on my computer. It's on my phone background. It's literally everywhere. So every time I open up my phone, boom, I know exactly what I'm fighting for. I look at my phone probably 1,000 times a day because I'm an entrepreneur and I do stupid shit on my phone. That's fine. But every time I open up my phone, I see my goals right in front of me. So I'm constantly visually stimulated with my goals. You got to remind yourself of what you're fighting for. Last thing I'm going to say, this is important, is you're a mom of a toddler. And I can't even pretend I know what that's like. In fact, Kirsten and I said we're not going to have kids until we're ready because I don't want to have a little fucking minion running around my house. So last thing I'm just going to say is be compassionate with yourself. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And I think that like, don't beat yourself up because you're not where you used to be, because like, you're just not the same person anymore. You're Cindy +1. So don't beat yourself up because you're not as good as you used to be, quote unquote. Get yourself to be the best that you can possibly be right now. So let's set the goal of 20 clients and let's do the work that's necessary to get there, AKA 15 DMs a day. Fair?
Yeah, I'll focus on that for now. Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Thanks so much.
What's up, David Getz?
Hey, Brian, how's it going, man?
You already know, bro. How are you doing?
I'm doing incredible. Yeah, things are good. My content is on fire. I've just passed 20 clients. I got 21 clients, signed up 2 last night, 10K away from 100K for the year. So I'm like, fuck, I'm just like floating right now. I'm pretty excited.
I love that.
Anyhow, that's all because of you in the academy. Like I wouldn't have been able to achieve that without that. So man, you guys are awesome.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for that.
Awesome. So listen, I have a question. I was actually inspired by a contest that you put out, where is it? A few weeks ago, the $900 cash giveaway.
Mhm.
And I want to run a contest, but I'm trying to understand, how do you pick and keep track of all the people that do all the steps that you tell them to enter? Like you just randomly say, fuck, I'll pick this guy. Or like, are you keeping track of everybody? Because that's like, shit, that's a lot of work.
It depends. So if I'm doing like I'm going to tell you guys honestly, if I'm doing the magnetic giveaway or like anything that like where leads are DMing me or like there's people that are entering for like a specific thing that I'm like a program giveaway where there's a direct ROI for my business. Like if I do a magnetic giveaway, I get 150 entries. And then, those 150 entries are potential clients. I'm going to track every single fucking one of them in a spreadsheet. But if I'm doing a giveaway where it's like $1,000 cash prize giveaway, complete these 3 steps. Number 1, like this post. Number 2, tag 3 friends in the comments. Number 3, share this to your stories or whatever it is. I'm going to be completely honest. I literally will just go to my Instagram and I'll be like, and then I just fucking press my finger down and whoever I land on wins. I'm not even joking.
But because they're following you, you know that they would. Yeah, got it.
So this is what I do. I go, press my finger down, verify that they've completed all the 3 steps, and then I send them their money. That's
okay.
It. Yeah. So, I think don't overthink it. You're the boss. You get to decide who the money goes to.
Okay. No, awesome. So the next question that I've got for you around this contest is I'm planning on giving away a Ninja Creamy ice cream maker.
We're going to go fucking nuts for that, dude.
So here's my challenge, I guess. I don't want to be attracting the wrong kind of people following me, and then it'll lower my engagement with my content that I put out, because if I'm getting these fucking 20-year-olds or these single moms, whatever, like 97% of my clients are like men. So like, will that lower my engagement if I get all these followers that aren't really my avatar? Is there a way around that? Like I thought, should I put in, only people over 40, only men over 40?
You could do something. I'm just thinking it up. So number 1 is no matter what, when you do any sort of giveaway, you're going to get random people enter, unless you're doing something specifically. Like if I'm giving away a $3,000 coaching program, like, people that aren't personal trainers aren't going to enter. But if we're giving away Ninja Creamy, like I would fucking enter your giveaway. All right. Let's be honest. I like the Ninja Creamy. Yeah. So there's going to be lots of people that will enter. So like something funny that you could be like, tag your dad in the comments. So here's how to enter. It could be like, I'm dead ass, bro. It could be that. Like tag a friend in the comments who would get value from a page, haha, or your dad. Right. So it's like you could make it like funny, tag your dad in the comments. But you got to understand there's going to be people like me that will enter that giveaway. So the way that I would position it is I would be like, number 1, like this post. Number 2, tag 3 men in the comments that you think would get value from my page. That's what I do when I'm doing my giveaways for $1,000. 3, bonus, share this to your Instagram story for a chance to win.
All right.
Creamy giveaway is fire. I love that idea. There's go check out Supplement King Kelowna's page. They actually just did a creamy giveaway and it was really fucking clever the way they did it. They gave away a creamy and then they gave away, you can do it however you want, just for inspo. David, just take a look at how they did it. They gave away a creamy and then they actually showed how to make a creamy recipe. And again, you don't have to do that, but I just thought about it because I just saw them do a giveaway literally yesterday for a creamy. And it is like crushing. It has like, last time I checked, it had like 1,600 comments. So
wow. So yeah, another twist to this, what I was thinking of doing is a live cooking show. Not really cooking, just me kind of, here's what I make for breakfast. Here's how I make a Ninja Creamy over 4 weeks each Sunday. So what I was thinking of putting in the rule is like, you need to attend one of my lives and I'm going to pin a comment in Instagram, this word, and you need to DM me this word, and then I'll know that you've entered the contest. So they have to attend my lives. They have to DM me the word. And that way I'll know the one that DMs me the word. Then I don't have to filter through all the people that, is that too much, or should I do that?
So great question. How long are you planning on running the giveaway for? That paints a potential issue.
The next 4 Sundays.
So you're running the giveaway over the course of the next 4 weeks?
Yeah, I'm going to say, and I'm going to announce the winner December the 19th, which would be the last Sunday.
I'll give you my perspective.
Yeah.
I think 4 weeks is way too long for a giveaway. I'll tell you why. Because Instagram is a very people have short attention spans.
Yeah.
Look at TikTok, bro. People have like 3-second attention spans.
Yeah.
If you do a giveaway over the course of like 4 weeks, nobody's going to give a fuck by like the 72nd hour. I think if you're going to give away a creamy, and this is just my personal opinion, this is how I do giveaways, is I don't do giveaways any longer than like 48 to 72 hours. That's like max.
Okay.
Just because people will forget, right?
Yeah.
I love the idea of a live cooking show. I do think if you're going to do a live cooking show, this is a completely separate conversation. I do think if you're going to do a live cooking show, you shouldn't just do it with the creamy though, because if you do it with just a creamy, then you're going to negate like 96% of your audience because like 2% of people have creamies. And I also think because you're jacked as fuck, you should do a live cooking show with your shirt off. Just saying.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I did it last Sunday. I wanted to try it out. I did it on TikTok and Instagram, and it was really just, I'm making breakfast. Here's what I'm doing. So it wasn't really any work other than fucking getting these cameras set up.
100%.
It wasn't any work. I'm just really, this is what I'm doing and kind of having a conversation.
And
like
also, while you're doing the live, how many of you guys have been tuning into my Q&As in the morning? I'm literally doing cardio and just answering fucking questions. While you're doing the live, you can literally be like, by the way, guys, if you fuck with this content and you want to learn from me, DM me fat loss on Instagram. We can have a conversation about your fitness goals. So you're always doing call to action throughout the live.
Got it. Okay. Awesome. Well, this is amazing. I'm glad I got on in time to ask those questions. This is like fantastic.
Good, bro. I hope you have the best day of your entire life since the day that you were born.
Awesome. Same to you.
All right.
Bye, Ryan.
Also, guys, just want to friendly remind you, if you want one of these gangster ass fucking t-shirts, see these PT Dom OG t-shirts? These are for people that were new in the academy today until Friday. I'm going to send you a fucking t-shirt, whatever size you want. All right. They're exclusive tees, the academy. DM me renewal discount on Instagram. Peter Tansley, what's up, dog?
My man.
How are you, legend?
I'm great, man. Good to be here on my beach walk. Perfect timing.
I love it. How can I serve you today?
Appreciate you, man. Hey, I'll give you a quick update and then I'll ask what I think I should be doing just to get clarity on next steps that you think. So I'm on 21 clients right now. I would say 90% of those have come from 14-day challenges or people I've met in my life and I've just DM'd them on social media. So to me, that tells me that my content isn't quite hitting because I'm not yet bringing in, cold and warm people and getting them ready without knowing them or without a challenge. So would you agree that that's purely a content thing? I just have to keep dialing in hooks, avatar content, or am I missing something else?
Well, let's see. See if I can find up. I'm going to see if I can pull up your Instagram page right now. I don't know if Instagram will let me. Haha, I will. Okay, cool. I'm just going to do a screen share and take a look at your content, and then I'm going to give you feedback.
Sweet.
So your avatar, who is it?
Yeah, men over 30. I've heard you on Cole say before, like, let your avatar choose you. I've got 4 women, 18 or 19 are men, though.
Okay, 18 or 19 are men. And what I'm looking for is view volume. So guys, whenever you're auditing your own content, you want to look for view volume. All right. So everybody write that in the chat box, average view volume. So Pete, when you're looking at your content, what I want you to do is I want you to go in and I want you to figure out what content, like this 149K, what the fuck is this?
Dude, this mark on Facebook, this got 3 million.
Bro, why the fuck are we not doing more of this?
So I did it one on Chris.
Sorry, I want to listen to it.
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Who can do more pull-ups, you or The Rock?
Oh, I could do more pull-ups than The Rock.
How many pull-ups can you do?
I don't know. I did 25 here with a pair of Timberland boots for charity.
Okay.
But I mean, the max I do is probably like 40, but clean ones.
40 pull-ups?
Clean ones.
Wow. And then more unclean?
No, clean.
Okay. All right.
Bruh, they are not clean. Don't get me wrong. Mark seems like a great dude. I would have a workout with him. He's probably inspired many men his age to get in shape, but they are not clean pull-ups. A clean pull-up should start from a...
Bro, why the fuck are we not doing more of that? That is the fucking shit we need to do. Yeah, find influencers. This is like, okay, so Pete, I'm going to have a conversation with you, okay? This chat me and you are having right now is the same fucking conversation I had with this fucker right here. His name's Patrick Hong. When me and Patrick had this conversation, he's actually an Aussie too, which is super funny. When me and Pat had this conversation, I literally did the same thing I did to him that I'm doing to you, which is I looked at his page and I looked at average view volume and I was like, dude, there was one that fucking popped. I'm like, why the fuck don't you do more of this? And his was like newbie fitness content and now he's at 817,000. Bro, that happened in like 9 months.
Wow.
Because he just doubled down on what was working. He's making about $75,000 a month right now. He's fucking smashing it, where he was struggling to get inbound leads. So what I'm saying to you, Pete, is your audience is fucking spoken, bro.
Yeah.
So your audience is spoken. So what I would recommend doing is I'd recommend finding influencers that you can fucking roast and then showing them the actual right way to do shit, because you look like an authority. You're handsome as fuck. You got an Australian accent. People fuck with all those things. So let's do this, but with different influencers. Like, let's do this with The Rock. Let's do this with let's find famous celebrities and let's correct them in the Pete Tansley way.
Yes. Okay, bro. This is fire.
Let's double down on that. I want to see a lot more fucking content about that. I'm excited for you because I truly do think that this is fucking it. So that's the first thing. So double down on that. Second thing is, if I look at your page, bro, there's literally zero social proof.
Yeah.
The only social proof I have is you. And so one of my clients, his name's DIY Body. His name's Don Lamb. I'm sure you've heard of him on the podcast, whatever. The only thing he ever posts on social media is social proof. That's it. So this is why he gets all of his clients. So 2 pieces of advice when it comes to your content is, number 1, this is advice for all of you guys. Look at your average view volume. And then anytime you guys find an outlier in your average view volume, let's fucking do more of that content. So that is that's not just an outlier. That's a fucking skyrocket, especially the fact that you said it got 3 million views on fucking Facebook. So now I want you to imagine this content strategy. You're doing this. You find influencers that are doing, dumb shit. What you just did with Mark Wahlberg. Then somebody comes to your page, Pete, and they see all these testimonials from all these clients you're working with. They're going to send you a DM. Make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your Australian accent on your beach.
I will.
Kieran, what's up, brother?
Hello, Brian. How's it going?
Best day of my life, homie. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Tired. I can't wait to go home and go to bed next. Very late here.
What time is it?
It's just after 9 p.m.
And you're in the UK?
Yes, I'm in Scotland.
I fucking love that. That's fun. Let's change some lives on the other side of the world. How can I serve you, bro?
So I just have a couple of things I wanted to tidy up. One of them, I messaged you about this last week, but I know you've been very busy. Last month, sorry. So I have my old Facebook account in the CLA, and I have to keep changing from my current Facebook to my old one just to get into the CLA to see stuff. And I miss a lot because of that.
That's not fun. Let's solve that right now.
When I follow...
Can you send me a message on my on Facebook right now from your new account?
Sure, let me log in.
That's a great way to get my attention. Come on the podcast and fucking be like, hey, fucker, I sent you a message. That's a good way to get
do it somehow.
I like that.
I changed my days off too, just so I can make it to Podchats.
Yeah, I love that, bro. That's fire.
I've just sent you a thumbs up just now.
Okay, I'll find it and then I'll get you in. All right, second question.
So a couple of things. The main thing I'm struggling with just now is network expansion. So I'm working on my content. I'm not getting leads at all. And my views and engagement with my videos are pretty shit. So I've tapped back into my avatar. I've changed my avatar more than I've changed my fucking clothes in the last month. So I've kind of settled on an avatar now, and I'm beginning to make content from that. So that's a work in progress. I struggle with the network expansion stuff. So finding accounts that I can start engaging with, that I can start following, and then also sending out DMs. That's something I'm having a bit of trouble with. And I'm not exactly sure why I have such a hard time sending a DM when it should be something that's so simple.
So I want to ask you some follow-up questions. So you said change your avatar as many times as you change your pants. So how many pieces of content have you put out on your new avatar?
I changed the statement maybe a week and a half ago, so not too long, but I kind of tidied it up today because I was looking back and forward at it thinking it's not clear enough. So I made it clearer actually earlier on today, and then I immediately went and made 2 pieces of content for that.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a rule, okay? No more fucking avatar changing for the next 60 days.
No.
None. 0. Write that down. That's a fucking writer downer. No avatar changes for the next 60 days. I'll tell you why. Let's say I'm the business coach for online trainers, right? Now, let's say I change my niche and I become the business coach for piano players. And then, so I'm the business coach for piano players now. And now I'm going to go out there and I want to fucking lead gen some fucking piano motherfuckers. And so I go to some piano accounts and I follow them. I send them a message and they come to my profile and they see no piano content. All they see is this I'm a business coach for online trainers. Who the fuck is this guy? Even though it says I'm the business coach for piano players, they're going to look at my content and they're going to be like, you're not the business coach for piano players. You get what I'm saying? So if you keep changing your avatar, you're like, I'm changing my help statement. Every time I change my I help statement, all the content that you've been producing, now you got to start fresh. Because when you get a new person to your page, they're going to consume 2 or 3 pieces of your content. They're going to be like, what the fuck? This guy was just talking to moms 3 videos ago. right?
Yeah, it wasn't a drastic change. Like I went from mums to dads to like toddlers and stuff. It was like I went from like everyday people, but then I kind of thought like, who is everyday people? So I've narrowed it more down to like men and women that want to lose stubborn body fat, whereas before it was just like everyday people that want to like trim body fat and look leaner, feel comfortable, whatnot. So I've tried to narrow it down a bit more that I can make content for it.
No avatar changes. Zero.
Nope.
None.
Done with it.
Fucking run with it. Okay. That's number one. Number two,
Yeah.
how many followers do you have on Instagram?
1,220.
And how many friends do you have on Facebook?
I just had a bit of a clear out because my Facebook is extremely outdated. It doesn't even tell me on this.
Okay, so I'm going to give
can't
you
find-
a hack. All right. I'm going to give you a hack. You have 1,000 followers on Instagram. Go to your followers and follow friends of your followers. Follow your followers. So like that's how you network expand. Like you don't have to go out there and like look for all these fucking pages. You already have a network. You already have 1,000 followers. So go within that network and follow people that are following those people. Like that's how you network expand. One of our clients, Natasha Charcheski, the way that she built her business is she built her business because she had a couple clients and then she'd go friend the client's friends on Facebook. And then when she posts that client's transformation, those people would see, oh my God, I'm working with this person. So go like, don't look outside of your network to expand your network. Look within your network and expand from within. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So like I went on a couple of my clients' pages and on Instagram, I haven't really done too much on Facebook. So I'm going to pay more attention to Facebook as well going forwards. I went on a couple pages and followed, I think it was like 200 people. And of that, I only got 5 follows back. And that was 2 weeks ago.
But that was a few weeks ago?
That's like 2 weeks ago.
Motherfucker, do that every day. It's like, who here has seen the Alex Hormozy video where he talks about volume? You guys know what I'm talking about? So Alex Hormozy talks about this concept where he was like, he literally had, he was doing this the flyers. Thank you. He's talking about volume. And he was like talking about how his mentor like told him to go out and hand out a bunch of flyers, blah, blah, blah. And he like went out and he handed out the flyers and that mentor was like, bro, it's not enough. It's like the way that I view that is I don't view that as like, oh my God, I only got 5 followers out of my 200. I'm like, okay, so it takes me 100 to get 5 followers. If I do 1,000 a week, then I'm going to get 25 new followers a week. And out of those 25 new followers, if I can generate 5 sales opportunities or 5 potential calls, I book 3 of them and I close 1 of them. That's 1 a week. Like we're playing different games. Like I don't pay attention to how many reps it takes for me to fucking get in the best shape of my life to win my fitness competition. I just win my show. I do as many as it takes. And I'm not saying that you need to follow 1,000 people every single week for the rest of your life. But when you're first starting your business, you need to do whatever the fuck is necessary.
So I take it doesn't matter if I have way more people that I'm following compared to following me.
Dude, if you need to do a cleanse, do a fucking cleanse. But what I'm saying is like, get your sales opportunities up, right? Don't count the reps. You did 200 2 weeks ago. So imagine if you did, instead of doing, and this is where a lot of people fuck up too. And I'm not giving you shit. This is for everybody. Everybody has this all or nothing mindset, right? So they're like, okay, I'm going to fucking do lead generation. So I'm going to send out 100 messages today. And then they send out 100 messages today. And they're like, I only got fucking 5 back. I'm like, fuck. And then you don't send any messages for the next 3 weeks. And it's like, bro, if you sent out 20 per day, every day for 30 days, that's 600. Like that is going to be a lot more valuable than trying to do it all at once, which is why success is based on habits and rituals. It's not what you do today. It's what you do every day. So it's like 20 DMs every day times 365 days. Like we're having a different conversation about your business. 25 friend requests every day for the next 365 days. We're having a different conversation about how many clients you have. So it's like, my advice to you is to get consistent with the daily activities and like, don't overthink it. Just send the fucking message. Just start conversations. Because once you have conversations, then we can navigate how to move through them. But if you don't have conversations, we can't even have that conversation. Make sense?
Yeah, like I'll go on someone's page and I'll sit there like on the message box, like, what the fuck did I say? Like I've never spoken to this
fucking
person.
Hi. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Hey, great to connect. How are you? Just say fucking hi. You just need to practice getting out of your head. So literally, hi. Hope you're having a great day.
Cool.
Okay.
That's more or less it.
Go
Cool.
take action,
I'll do
motherfucker. All right.
I'll do that.
All right. I like it.
Cool. I'll see you next Wednesday.
All right, brother. We'll see you soon. What's up, Paige? By the way, super helpful question, Kieran. And I know that a lot of people struggle with that. So I know that a lot of people got value from that. So thank you.
Hi. So I have a couple questions, but they all tie together, I promise. I'm working on quite a few things all at once. So obviously prepping for Black Friday, and then I'm launching a 14-day challenge after the Black Friday sale. But I've been doing the challenge within the community and talking with Janelle and some of the other trainings. I'm changing my program because right now I'm just at a 12-week 600 PIF. And for my avatar, which I've really been dialing in and sending DMs and kind of getting better with my content, I'm changing it to a 6-month habit building program. because that's what my avatar kind of really needs. So I originally created my Black Friday deal based off of my 12-week. So should I just go ahead and make everything change and switch to the 6-month program for my Black Friday and just switch everything over before? And because I created my Stripe for my 12-week already, thinking I was going to continue with that process.
What do you think I'm going to say?
Switch it to the 6-month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's what I'm actually going for, and I don't want to sell to a program that I don't think is going to be working for my clients.
Got it. Next.
So I'll do the Black Friday sale, and then I am launching a Habit for Holidays free 14-day challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So should I wait till Monday to start advertising for it? I was going to do it on Saturday.
That's a great question.
Right after.
Yeah, great question. So that's a great question. I want to answer that. That's because it leads to a conversation that I need to have with all of you guys. One offer, one audience. Everybody write that in the comments. One offer, one audience. You only want to market one offer to one audience at one time. And I would say doing back-to-back promos, probably not the best move in my opinion. So like if you can wait till Monday, definitely a good move.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like, as an example, like let's say, right now we're doing a CLA renewal sale, right? So if you renew in the CLA, you get a 6-month deal or a 12-month deal. Or if you're renewing the 10K Mastermind, you get a 6-month promo or a 12-month promo. I'll give you a discount and you get a free t-shirt. You're welcome. I love you so much. Keep working with us. We'll change your life. Okay. So let's just say as an example right now, I'm like, hey guys, we're selling event tickets too. You guys be like, what the fuck? Right. So it's like one offer, one audience at one time. That's it. So when you guys are doing promotions, you want to make sure that you're only marketing one thing at one time. You never want to be marketing 2 things at the same time to your audience because you're going to confuse your audience. And if your audience get confused, they're not going to do anything. So market your Black Friday promo, crush the fuck out of it. The reason I wouldn't even think about marketing it till Monday next week, you guys, is all of you guys that are doing specials for Black Friday or up until Black Friday, you're going to get some stragglers. And stragglers will DM you on Saturday morning and they're like, yo, fucking Paige, like, can I still get the Black Friday deal? Like I was like super sick and I couldn't look at my phone or whatever. And the last thing you'd want is you get that straggler come in and then they see the 14-day challenge, like, oh, fuck the promo. I'm just going to do the free shit. Right. So one offer, one audience at one time.
Okay. Perfect. And then the discount for the new 6-month program only on the PIF, not on the monthly, right?
What do you think?
It's a big price.
Yeah. So
probably just the PIF, but it's a big price jump from what I'm doing now.
I'm just kidding. I'm being corny. I'm being sassy. So what I like to do on Black Friday promos, discounts or flash sales, is I'll do 25 to 40% off for new clients, like if they want to join. And so the 25% off is if they do the monthly. And the 40% off is if they do the paid in full. Make sense? So it's like, and that's how I advertise it too. So the advertising is like, if I'm doing a flash sale, it'll be like flash sale, 25 to 40% off. And then somebody will DM me and then I'll give them the options. I'm like, option number 1, monthly at $500 a month. Option number 2 is 40% off at $3,500 for 12 months. Which one works best for you?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I would say you want to do a discount range. So you can do discounts on both.
Okay. Thank you. It's better than last week on Podchats.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Sometimes we just need permission. So on the first question, you just need a permission. You knew the right answer.
Thank you.
I got you, girl. Last and not least, I will let you know, motherfucker, I am catching up to your beard. I'm growing this shit. I'm committed. All right.
What's going on?
How are you, bro?
I'm doing fucking great.
I love that. Bro. How's the baby?
It's good. Still living in the hospital, but hopefully in 3 weeks we'll be home.
Really? You're still living in the hospital? Crazy.
Yeah, he came out 11 weeks early, so obviously he came out 1.98 pounds.
Wow.
So he has hooked up to an incubator, a breathing machine, all the vitals. So now he's breathing by himself. He's only has a feeding tube. So he's grown. He's about 4.5 pounds right now. So it's taking time, but we're almost there.
Super cool, bro.
And in the last 15 days, I started my own sprint challenge in the academy, just hitting all the non-negotiables and more. My highest month before this month was 3,400, and my goal was to get to 5K before 2024. This month, I'm already at 4,400.
Yeah.
So, and I have
while in the hospital with a new baby. Who the fuck is this guy?
So I got 4 more calls already in the next 2 days, and obviously Black Friday is not here yet. So I'm amped. I'm pumped.
What a stud. Can I give Mike some love? Who here remembers when Mike was struggling to fucking post on Instagram? Who here has been on Podchats for that long? Struggling to grow his fucking following. Yeah. Y'all are the real OGs. Fucking congratulations. That's what happens when you work hard over time. Fist bump.
That's it.
Fist bump. Good shit.
So my question is, with living in the hospital, I want to at least sign one nurse. Obviously, with it being in the NICU with all the baby nurses, my goal is to sign a nurse. And I have an idea. I want to know what you think of it. So I did a 14-day challenge like 4 weeks ago, obviously on Facebook, Instagram. I was thinking about getting some shirts made with my business name so I can just get it out in the hospital and just to see if I can get a 14-day challenge just like for the nurses, just like for the hospital. Have like, let's say like the nurses that work with my son, like have them, let's say, challenge against another medical field, like if it's an ICU, if it's an ER. So I have more people coming in.
I think it's fucking brilliant.
I get a few nurses, like obviously I go see my son every now and then throughout the day. It's like, don't you work? I'm like, I have my own business. And they ask me, some girls ask me like some training questions, some nutrition questions. So if I can get them to just start a conversation again with me and then get a 14-day challenge going in the hospital, like, what do you think about that?
I think it's fucking brilliant. And here's how I think you should position it. I think so. You got the girls, like the nurses that are already asking you questions, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So what you're going to do is I want you to, you have a female transformation that's been like absolutely amazing in your program?
Yep.
So you're going to I want you to get a poster made and it's going to be what hospital is it?
Med Hospital.
So just like 14-day fit for Xmas challenge. Here's how I position it is I would say you guys have been so fucking helpful for, helping my son and, helping me and my family get through this time. So I want to give you guys all a free fitness program for the next 14 days. I'm going to be here in the hospital anyway, so I may as well kick your guys' ass into gear. So you've asked me a couple of training questions and I would love if you, could get a bunch of nurses involved and let's just make it like a fun thing. Do like a fun fitness challenge and just me expressing gratitude for you guys and all the support that you've been able to give me and my son. I would love to give something back to you guys.
That's good. Yeah, that definitely would work.
That's good. That's some good shit right there. I like that. That's very smart. I like that.
Well, obviously all the nurses like that work with my son, they either could lose weight or gain weight. And like, they talk to me. It's like, oh, you're a fitness trainer. You're a fitness coach. What about this? What about that? I'm like, man.
Yeah. So absolutely. And get like nurses talk, bro. So nurses fucking talk. So be like, also, let's get fucking 10 of you ladies in here and let's make it a fun little fitness challenge. And you could even throw in a prize at the end of it. And the person that does the fucking best, I'm going to buy you a Fitbit.
Okay.
Dude, that's brilliant. You're an entrepreneur when you're selling the fucking employees. Except when Cole comes on Podchats next, ask him about the gas station attendant. This was back when I was teaching Cole how to be an online coach. And he started to get it. Like he started to understand sales and he was literally fucking selling everyone. There was one time he walked into a gas station and the gas station attendant asked him a fitness question and he sold on fucking $1,000 fitness program on the spot. So you're getting to that mindset, bro. So you're getting there.
You don't think it's too close to Christmas?
Dude, to do a 14-day challenge over Christmas.
Yeah.
No, not over Christmas, sorry, before Christmas. So it'd be like the 14-day fitness challenge. Like get fit before Christmas. And the angle that you play is like, obviously you guys want to go out and fucking eat your holiday treats. And I want to teach you how to do that and still lose weight.
So if I made a poster, obviously I have to get them on my Facebook. I have to get them on my Instagram to obviously join it.
So I would make the poster and I would gauge their interest first. So I'd be like, listen, I want to do this for you guys. Talk amongst your nurses and fucking come back to me by the end of the day because I want to work with you guys.
Okay. Yeah.
And then when like I'm in, be like, okay, cool. Bring me all the ladies. Let's have a chat about it. Serious, bro. You're in the hospital. Have a conversation with them in person.
Okay. All right, man.
This is fun.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Go take action and report back once the challenge is launched because I want to fucking hear about it.
All right, I will.
Cool. I'll see you soon, bro.
That's it.
Well, guys, you made it to the end of a 90-minute Podchats. What a fucking vibe. Just want to say thank you so much to Bray, my co-host today. Thank you so much to my beautiful wife who now left the house, who can't hear my gratitude. And thank you to all the clients who have renewed in the academy today. I fucking love you guys and I appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys for being my clients. Y'all are rock stars. I'll be shipping off some shirts here ASAP. And again, if you guys do want to get one of these PT Dom t-shirts and you want to renew in the academy or the 10K Mastermind, send me DM with the words 10K renewal or renewal discount and I'll hook you guys up. Love y'all. Have the fucking best day of your entire lives and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.